Train now arriving at platform 5 into 2205, diverted East Coast Mainline service to London King's Cross.
Hello and welcome to Ballan Parkway double O gauge layout, phase 4, part 2. Enjoy. Okay, I've fitted the first left-hand curvature off the station there, which is a set track piece, much neater than before. Fresh new ballast underlay as well there. I will weather it, but the other one has sort of disintegrated a little bit. So the obstacle now I've got is that there's going to be a point here, which is going through this bit here, and this has just dried PVA glue, which has really set solid, so I need to get that up. So I marked it out where the track's going. That needs to go before I put any track laying down, otherwise it'll be all over the place. So that's the next obstacle I've got to get through, and then I'll start to put the point down. I put some water down there to deactivate the glue. Fortunately, I spilt some. I don't think it's do much harm, but just waiting for that to soak in now. But it made a bit of a mess there. Okay, so the moisture of the water's permeated the old ballast there, but the glue was so intense when I started scraping, took some of the boarding off. It's okay, it's on the surface, but don't want to ruin that. But I'm going to let that dry now, and I can vacuum all that up and start afresh with a fresh underlay, ballasted underlay obviously, from Gauge Master. But that was tough getting that off, really was. Okay, I've marked out in a Sharpie where the track is going to sweep round here, and that's where the ballast is going to be. And I filled this little infill here with blue tack. It's a bit like modelling clay in a way, so that's going to cushion that bit a little bit. But I need to chip away a bit here which I've not brought up, so I need to do that first. I've had to level this bridge up here, the entrance to the new yard, so I've had to use some blue tack to put down there to level it up. Just put this on here. It's not too bad, slightly out a little bit. Just need to auto correct that if you like. Yeah, that's going to be built up and then ballasted. Got a bit of track there already, so that'll be interesting trying to get that done. So I want to get it right and level. I mean that side, let's have a look. Yeah, it needs leveling a bit, just a little bit. So a little bit of work on that. Obviously it's only temporary at the moment until I fix it. Okay, the track's been lifted in the returning loop, a small little loop that goes round, which was the original part of the layout. And what I want to do is join these points up here to make it double track, so it goes into single there. So I want to retain these feeding electrical points as well to keep the power flowing. Okay, I've put a point in here with the Gauge Master ballast underlay and put a potty motor in. Needs wiring up. Very difficult to do, it's very tight space under here, but basically it's a tortoise point and I've already got some wires there, so it needs all wiring up. I've tested it by swinging it. I'm not supposed to do that with the lever here, but it does work. We need to make sure it crosses over tightly, so like these fit in the right place here. So keep these clean when you're painting them, as I've done here, because it needs some contact as well. And the next stage is to ballast the entrance into the new yard. Okay, I've filled in the gaps in the sleepers now with ballast. Left a bit in the points there so the point arm can manoeuvre. So that's fixed with ballast bond. This is incredible stuff, really good. dries overnight. So I'll put a bit down there just to fill the gaps in between the sleepers where there were gaps. I've got to weather the track again. I painted the rails, they're all done. And obviously a lot of tidying up to do here, but I'll not do that just yet until this section of the loop's completed here. Sorry, the spur, not the loop. But it's coming on. I've got to wire the point motors, which I'll probably do this weekend, all being well. So that's the next stage, I expect. And a bit of cosmetic modelling on there as well. Okay, I've got these 2 points fixed and wired up now with point motors, tortoise. And I've put them on the board here, got to label them. 2 toggle switches. So basically got this one here. And this one here. There's a slight adjustment on that one. But they're all wired. These are the motors, tortoise motors. And it works a treat. Quite easy to wire up. Slow motion. And that's ready to go. Okay, to fill in the joints between the rails, I bought these cosmetic fish plates from Scale Model Scenery. So they're laser cut. I'm going to weather them and show you briefly what they are at the back there. Very good. Just cosmetic, but it works. I've used these before, and I'll just glue them with PVA glue to the outside of the track between the joints. A bit of weathering first, as I say, and away we go. So here they are weathered. Just sprayed them with a dark earth and a bit of matte black for oil, and they're ready to go. Okay, just show you the fish plates, the cosmetic ones from Scale Model Scenery. They work a treat. They just cover up, you can see there, little joins in the track here. Oh, quite like those. So well done to Scale Model Scenery. Makes such a difference. I've replaced a section of track here on this corner because the Class 66, which isn't mine, was derailing quite badly at this point here. So I've replaced that with some flexi track. I've ballasted it. It just needs weathering and a little bit of cosmetic work on there. But it works a treat now, much better than before. I think the track had come away a little bit actually. So it's been there over 10, 12 years, maybe more. So it's not done too bad really. Okay, my father's not been well recently, and I've had to dismantle his model railway layout, which is very sad to do, but it was in the loft and he couldn't make it up there anymore. I would really struggle. So it's a sad day for him really, but obviously you can come and watch this layout. And what I've done, I've sold some of his locos, and his favourite engine was the V2. He used to work on the railways when he was very young for a brief period. And what I've done here, I've asked TMC to name a locomotive, and I've named my father's name Brian Ballan. I'll just show you. I know it's fictitious, but This is going to be for Father's Day for him. So this is a cracking engine. I'm not a big steam fan, but you've got to admire this. You really have to admire this engine. The detail is fantastic. It runs really well, which I'll show you shortly. It's got a crew in there as well, but a lovely livery of, I think they're called apple green. So I'll just briefly show you that. So I've got his nameplate there, Brian Ballan. But the detail is phenomenal on here. It's Bachmann. I love the livery on this. I mean, I can see what is his favourite engine, which I did various liveries in this. I think he used to see them quite regularly. He used to work in a signal box when he was about, I think he said 15 and 16, imagine that. Being in put a job with signal box, which he did at one stage, I believe. But that is a magnificent engine, so we just need to see that running. Okay, so this is the plinth I've made to mount the V2 steam engine on. So basically it's a bit of off-cut wood I've used here, and just tape round the edges with copper tape just to tidy that up a little bit. A little bit of track on there, weathered it, put some oil stains on here with gloss paint, and that's going to be a little display for my father. And some, whatever you call them down there, stop them scratching the woodwork on the furniture. So it's going to be on a, not a mantelpiece, but a cupboard or something like that, or a TV stand. And yeah, quite like that. Okay, I've weathered the track now using a dark earth colour, light earth colour, and some oil stains and gloss for the oil spillages. You can pick that out there. Just finishes that off. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next video, which I'm already starting to make. See you soon.